Thank you, Chair Kimball, and good morning again. What a day. Before I begin my remarks, it's my duty under the Education Code to report to you approved changes in admissions practices before those changes can be enacted. All campuses have complied with the provisions of the Education Code that require a series of public hearings and public disclosure in advance of submitting their final program impaction requests and been approved to implement these changes in admissions practices for the 2022-23 academic year. Through the annual impaction review process, 3 campuses have updated impaction for academic programs for the 2022-2023 academic year. The following changes have been approved. Humboldt State, discontinue impaction for wildlife. Cal Poly Pomona, institute impaction for psychology and sociology for transfers only. Discontinue impaction for music industry option, and at Sonoma State, discontinue impaction for biology, business administration, communications, and liberal studies. The following campuses provided justification and received permission to update supplementary admission criteria for colleges and academic programs beginning with the fall 2022 term. Cal State Long Beach, College of Business, Computer Science, Computer Engineering, and Electrical Engineering, Criminology and Criminal Justice, Health Science, Community Health Education, Health Science, School Health Education, Dance Science, and at San Diego State, Advertising, Biology, Hotel Operations and Management, Journalism, Microbiology, Public Health, Public Relations, Recreation and Tourism Management, emphasis in sustainable tourism management. Now to my report. I want to begin by again congratulating Dr. Saul Jimenez Sandoval on being appointed the 9th president of Fresno State after serving so effectively in an interim capacity since January. As the CSU's chancellor, I am equally committed to the success of each of our 23 campuses. But as the campus's immediate past president and with deep family roots in the Central Valley, it will surprise no one when I say that Fresno will always hold a special place in my heart. And I'm thrilled to see that Fresno State is in such capable, compassionate, and dedicated hands. The torch has now moved from one Valley son to another, and I congratulate President Jimenez Sandoval and his family on this incredible accomplishment. As part of my commitment to the success of each CSU campus, I'm in the midst of a system-wide virtual, at least for now, tour. And at our last meeting, I shared how impressed I was with my visits to Dominguez Hills, San Bernardino, and Los Angeles. Since that time, I've had the privilege of visiting Humboldt State, Cal Maritime, and San Jose State. And I want to thank each campus for hosting me and Mary. It's been an invaluable and extraordinarily enjoyable experience to meet all the constituencies in your extended campus communities and to hear about your proud history, your remarkable achievements, and impressive points of pride. Also, your concerns and the challenges you face and your plans for a very bright future. Visiting Humboldt, I was swept up by the undeniable energy and sense of excitement as the campus reimagines its future and explores the possibility of becoming a polytechnic. It is a campus that is building on its great strengths and rich past as it creatively looks toward fulfilling its boundless promise. And our partners in Sacramento have shown a similar excitement at Humboldt's potential to meet some of the state's emerging needs in the STEM fields. Visiting Cal Maritime, I was impressed to meet several cadets Of course, all of their stories are unique, but each one exuded such remarkable leadership qualities, a sense of duty and responsibility, respect, humility, composure, and honor. But while it's clear that they take great and rightful pride in the unique nature of their school and are appreciative of and excited by Maritime's extraordinary job placement success, I was moved to hear several say that they also are proud of the fact that they are part of the larger Cal State system, one that stands for inclusion and a commitment to diversity and equity. I remember vividly one cadet shared that he had come out during his college experience and that during this time he was comforted and reassured by the fact that he and Cal Maritime belong to a larger university that welcomes, embraces, and supports students from every background, identity, and orientation. Indeed, that's something that should comfort and reassure us all. In visiting San Jose State, the theme that kept surfacing in my meetings was innovation in academic programming, student support initiatives, research, community partnerships, every single aspect of campus operations. And perhaps innovation is really in the air, just in the air in Silicon Valley. I don't know, but I was so impressed to learn of the extent to which San Jose State graduates comprise the essential human capital powering the region's tech giants. 2,000 Spartans work at Apple alone, 2,000. And there are similarly impressive employment numbers or innovative campus partnerships at Cisco, Hewlett-Packard, Google, Adobe Systems, LinkedIn, and many others. San Jose State is indeed an integral component of this iconic hub of innovation. Thanks again to everyone at the campuses and at the CO for organizing these visits. And I look forward to 17 more ahead. Well, I will close my report this morning by addressing directly and with the clearest possible language an issue of great significance and importance to the entire Cal State community, ensuring that our campus policing in policy and in action reflects the core values of our great university. Police perform a vital and necessary function in our society, promoting public safety and enforcing our laws so that we may all enjoy our most treasured individual freedoms. Police officers from all backgrounds often perform this function ably and even heroically. But our hearts break at regular reports of abusive police behavior from across our nation. Reports that are seemingly increasing in frequency and that range from verbal slurs and acts of intimidation to brutality and violence, and indeed murder. Too often, the individuals suffering these abusive attacks are people of color and of marginalized identities. And we must acknowledge as fact that such acts are often directly linked to and the result of systemic bias and racism that has plagued American institutions, including its police forces, for generations. Violence and racism are utterly abhorrent to the core values of the California State University, values like inclusive excellence, equity in all its dimensions, fundamental fairness of opportunity, and fostering personal and intellectual growth and fulfillment. The CSU is committed to ensuring that our university police departments across our 23 campuses reflect these values as they perform the essential function of protecting the safety and well-being of our students, faculty, staff, and guests, and contributing to an environment where talented and diverse students feel not only safe, but welcomed, valued, and heard. An environment that allows them to thrive personally and academically. The CSU will not defund, disarm, or dissolve our police departments. I believe the best path forward is to do the hard work together to ensure that critical police services are performed in a manner that is consistent with our shared values. And I'm pleased to report that in just the last 12 months, our university police departments have taken important steps in this regard, including body-worn cameras have been implemented on all campuses to enhance transparency and accountability. A series of system-wide policies, including a use of force policy, have been developed to which all university police departments must adhere. And all CSU police officers have completed de-escalation training certified by the California Commission on Peace Officer Standards and Training. The CSU is one of the first state agencies to have all members complete this training. While this represents critical and significant progress, our next step in this effort, I believe, even more consequential. The campus presidents and I have agreed to require the formation of police advisory committees at each of our 23 campuses. And I welcome and encourage students, faculty, and staff to actively participate in these important and inclusive campus discussions, where free and open discussion and debate will lead to recommendations at each campus that are carefully crafted to respond to local needs and concerns. And I'm proud of the successes we have made together to address educational outcome disparities, another tragic consequence of generational systemic inequities, as part of our Graduation Initiative 2025. And I'm confident that by working together, we can similarly overcome longstanding challenges associated with campus policing in a manner that upholds the California State University's most cherished values. Chair Kimball, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Chancellor Castro.